Hi folks, Steve Knight here and welcome to 2020. This is my first video of 2020 and boy have I got some news to share with you. Well, if not news, some interesting stories, anecdotes of the past 12 months and looking forward into 2020. But before I get into that, let's watch this and I'll be right back. And welcome back. I love that intro, I love doing that, and we'll be back right after this. It's fun. What can I say? Now the purpose of this video are many, really. It's a retrospective look at the last 12 months, where I find myself, and where I find myself heading in 2020. Not just the start of a new year, but the start of a new decade. Big things ahead. So a little bit on my personal life and a little bit on my professional life. Not a lot. I wonder who said that. So let's get right into it. So, a little bit of personal life first. Here we go. I'll make this very, very brief. My personal life 2019 wasn't the best. Come the middle of 2019, sadly it was going downhill and a long-term relationship came to an end. It happens. And I found myself in a situation not knowing exactly how to deal with it all and where my brain was at. But there again, I very rarely know where my brain's at most of the time. It's probably why my personal life came to an end. No, I'm joking. But sadly, like I said, long-term relationship came to an end and now I need to move forward. So that's what I'm doing now, and luckily it is a new year, but not just a new year, not any new year. It's the start of a new decade, but not any decade. It's 2020. So we have the chance to create the roaring 20s. That sounds exciting. Who knows what the future holds? Why am I staring into the camera like this? I have no idea, but I am. So yeah, personal life, that's it, 2019. Let's switch over to my professional life. Now that's something else, entirely. So let's get into that right now. 2019 was an incredible year. It really was. But it started back in 2018. And while I'm busy talking, I'm going to let some video footage run of some of the things that happened from the tail end of 2018 to the very end of 2019. So you watch this as I talk. Hopefully you're seeing some of the video footage and enjoying, as I did, some of those events. Now, what does 2020 hold? Well, it holds a lot of things for me, again in my personal life and in my professional life. Some things I'm going to change. I'm not one of these guys that posts videos a great deal. A lot of my fellow magicians constantly ask me, Steve, why don't you post more where you are? I'm not that guy. But there are many reasons why I don't, not just because I'm not that guy. It's because I genuinely do forget to post a video. By the time I remember to edit and post and get it up there, that event's gone and I'm already on another event. And I film that. Yeah, I do take the camera with me. And by the time that one's over, I go, yeah, I've got to get that video up. And then I'm at another one and it's like, what's the point? I'll do that one. And that kind of rolls in and rolls on. I'm going from one to the other. I'll get it up, and I don't. The video, that is. Careful, keep it clean. So I'm guilty of that. Two, I'm guilty of I quite often do forget. I'll bring the camera along, but then I forget to set it up. Or I'm too busy to set the camera up. That happens a lot. So there's lots of little reasons why I don't. Sometimes the venue doesn't want me to film it, and that's fine. I have to respect those wishes. So I am going to try and make a more concerted effort to try and post videos a little bit more frequently. The good thing is about me actually recording some of these videos is that you've got to see them as I've been talking to you. The ones that I didn't put up, and probably one or two that I may have just said hi. I'm outside the venue, so hi, catch you later. And that's about as far as it went. So all in all, I've had a lot of fun performing in 2019, and I'm having a lot of fun in 2020, and then we're only a few days in to 2020. You know, I am reminded of life changes and how incredible life can change. You see, when you think nothing else can happen to you, that's when it usually does. And right at the 11th hour, 2019, I met an incredible guy called Sven. He introduced me to something that I didn't really pay too much attention to in the early days. I'd heard about it, but I won't get too deeply into what it is. I'll save that for another video. Another reason for another video. But we had a great conversation about life, his changes, and what this product did for him. And I was blown away. In fact, I was so blown away that we had a good chat before I went to do the gig at Brands Hatch, and when I came back, we carried on that conversation, and time just flew by. Literally, it flew by, without even realizing. So, yeah. Great things ahead in that department, and I will explain maybe in a week or two when I've been able to concentrate a little bit more on it. And I will tell you more about it. But it is a fantastic product, and yeah, no, I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to stop. So I'll move on to something else that again hit me just a few days ago. And it's something that JFK, President Kennedy, said back in the 60s. And I never really understood it. I mean, I wasn't around when he first said it. At least I don't think I was. No, I wasn't. I'm too young. Way too young. But I heard it recently, a few months ago, and then it wasn't until a few days ago that the meaning behind it finally hit me. He said back in the early 60s, "We choose to do the things in this decade not because they are easy, but because they are hard." Think about it. Because they are hard. Wow. Powerful words indeed. So it finally hit me what it meant. Now what it means to me, it'd be something different to what it means to you. It could be just words to you, but to me it hit home. So I choose to do the things in this decade, not just this year, but for the next 10 years, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. I will strive harder, work faster, do whatever it takes to achieve my goals, long-term, short-term, create micro goals, not just big long-term goals that sometimes you might not achieve, but try and achieve the small ones, the micro goals that you set right before you. Maybe if it's something as simple as in 2 hours I'm going to do something, do it. If it's something you're going to do tomorrow, set that goal and do it. I've been guilty of procrastinating long enough. 2019, 2018, personally I procrastinated way too much. Not something I'm going to do anymore. We get one life, we get one shot. It's not a video game. We don't come back. There's no do-overs. One life, one dream. Live it. Make it happen. I intend to. Why don't you? Just a thought. But I'm not here to preach to you. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. I choose to do the hard things. I choose to do them. And I will do them. And I will achieve my goals. And I hope you folks out there achieve your goals, no matter how hard they are or how easy they are. Just go ahead and do them. Just go ahead and do them. Just do them. You'll feel a lot better for it afterwards. So that's all I have for you for the start of 2020. I have a lot more to say, but I'm going to save that for another video. So that's me, Steve Knight. I wish you all well, and no matter where you are in the world, be good, be safe, and God bless. And I'll see you soon. That's me.